this particular day, I think that the Pistons understand what's at stake. I think that the Knicks came and got what they came for in winning Game 3 and reclaiming home court advantage. And I think the pedal that they had, their pedal to the metal on Friday, I don't think that's going to exist today. I think Detroit wins.
Cunningham driving, pull-up jumper, no good. Harris battling, loose ball on the floor. Picked up, Hardaway, 2 seconds left, puts up the shot, no, and the game is over. J.B. Bickerstaff is on the floor irate. He thought there should have been a foul call on the Hardaway shot. But the Knicks have won it 94-93 and take a 3-1 series lead.
The Knicks finding a way to hold on and win Game 4. They're now up 3-1 in the series. Welcome into Playoff Central Live. Ashley Shamedy here with Wesley Matthews. We've got Devin Harris as well. We were just on the edge of our seats that entire, honestly, fourth quarter, I would say. Last couple of minutes of it especially. This game, everything you could want. So entertaining, you guys. And for the Knicks to be able to hold on like that, what did you think about, let's start with just the final couple seconds, 8 seconds. Pistons obviously had a chance so late in the game. What did you think about some of these shots down the stretch?
I mean, this is the reason why the Knicks went and got Cat. His ability to score the ball late, hit difficult shots. I mean, this one behind the backboard, this is an incredible shot, heavily contested. And then you back that up with a 35-foot step back three going right. I mean, he deemed himself the best shooting big. I mean, I'm not going to give him that title. I am not going to give him that title.
You shouldn't even said that.
But this is a big-time shot.
No question.
It's a big-time shot in a big-time playoff spot. And then I think just the Pistons showed a little bit of their inexperience. I mean, continue to turn the ball over in big-time spots. You got to be able to get shots off. And you got to be able to close out games. It's fought so hard to get back into the game.
The Pistons had 19 total turnovers for 20 Knicks points. Cade had 7 of them. Obviously, he's, a young guy. This is his first playoff series, but it can't happen with how small of a margin of error this series is.
No, and he's learning that. This whole Pistons team is kind of learning that, they're playing hard. They're playing the right way. They're putting themselves in positions to win. And, they're coming up short. So I know that's something that they're definitely not going to be able to sleep about, something that's probably going to eat them for a long time. But you got to take care of the ball. You have to value possessions, because when you do get shots up, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're getting leads. You're beating this team for the majority of the game, just not when it counts.
You come back in and lead this team to victory. What were the final minutes like for you?
A lot. Just happy we came over the win. Happy we came over the win.
How did you guys manage and navigate the onslaught the Pistons put on you in the third quarter?
Staying poised. I mean, that's what they're capable of doing. And you got to give them a lot of credit, but we stuck together. We found a way to win and just stuck one out.
You hit some unbelievable shots, but so did Cat late in that game. What did you think of the baseline where he was falling away, that shot?
I mean, he hit it in Game 3 too, but that was a little bit more difficulty. But, he's capable of doing that, man. That's a big-time shot. I mean, that's what he does.
This felt like a throwback. How would you just describe Game 4 overall?
I mean, this is a pretty intense game. And I don't know how, but I'm happy we won.
You head home, ankles all good?
Yeah, ankles all good.
Congratulations.
Do we think that last shot should have been called a foul? I know J.B. Bickerstaff was irate when the clock ran out.
Was there contact? Yes.
Yeah.
Looking at how the game was called the entire way, you can't expect him to call that at that point in time. But he definitely there was some contact.
You shooting 3 free throws right
You think
here,
so?
Yes. There was. His momentum took him forward. I mean, yeah, they try to say if you're on the side of him, is it really? No. There's contact right there. You heard JB at the end of the piece said, just happy we got it. Just happy we got to win. So you had a good look. Cade, I mean, you live with this shot.
Yeah, this is a shot.
10 out of 10 times.
Shot,
Great.
Yeah.
We watched him make that earlier in this game. You fight. You know it's going to be a scrum. Yeah. You won in that. But again, if you're Detroit, don't put yourself in that spot.
I agree.
Don't put yourself in that spot. Take care of the ball.
We are watching 2 elite guards with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Brunson, and all they are able to do. Cade Cunningham with a triple-double, 25 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. He's just the second Detroit player with a playoff triple-double in franchise history. Now they have to go back to New York. I mean, you said you can live with that shot that Cade just tried to make there at the end.
Towns in foul trouble for a whole half. Jalen Brunson in foul trouble for a whole half, left with an ankle injury. You made that run.
Fought your way back.
You can't turn the ball over 17 times. You can't keep giving these guys opportunities. And not to mention the offensive rebounds. They had 14 offensive rebounds. I mean, it was just target practice.
I'm going more so like defensively. Brunson comes back into the game. Where's the weak side defense? I mean, you're continuing to allow him to get into the paint and play one-on-one, but there's no rotation coming over to try to defend the basket. And we've seen it time and time again. You're allowing him to play one-on-one on one ankle, basically. And there's no weak side defense whatsoever. Force them to move the ball and find the guys that you want to take the shot, but you can't let the most clutch player in the NBA continue to attack your defense and get bucket after bucket in the fourth quarter.
It wasn't great in that first probably quarter and a half. And then they went on that 11-2 run with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. They were able to go down by just 7 entering half. Then they had an outstanding third quarter, outscored the Knicks 28-14. And to lose this way, is it just not being able to play with a lead?
Well, that and just not be able to play within the playoff. This is the first time this team has played in this type of atmosphere.
Jalen Brunson in the third, when he went down with that ankle injury, I mean, it did not look good. He looked like he was in so much pain. He obviously was off to the side for a long time, then went back to the locker room. Did you guys have any doubt that he would come back in the fourth quarter?
No, they got Casey Smith over there.
Yeah.
They got Casey over there.
Shout out Casey Smith. I mean, when you see him stand up and then try to put pressure on and then go back down again, yeah, there's definitely
But then
concern.
Wesley, he came and scored 14 points in the fourth quarter.
So now I got to call Cap on him. JB's my man. Now I got to call you after the game, bro. What are you doing? But, I mean, for the way he plays, the start, stop, the herky-jerky, the wiggle that he plays with, I mean, it's incredible, especially off one ankle.
Yeah.
So for him to play at his pace, and it looks like he didn't skip a beat at all. I mean, that's impressive.
He missed some time in the regular season with the ankle injury, but playoff Jalen Brunson, I mean, how elite is this man?
I mean, and at his size, going right off the opposite foot, left-hand floaters. And like I said, I just want to know where's the weak side defense? I mean, it's just he's able to get wherever he wants to get to on the floor. Great recognition here, seeing that the floor shifted. Leave open an elite shooter on the weak side. The recognition and the point guard play is huge in playoff basketball.
Starting off in the first quarter, it wasn't going any way for the Detroit Pistons. It was all about the Knicks. You had that Jalen Brunson for three, then Brunson finds Cat in the corner for three. Karl-Anthony Towns was 5 of 6 from the perimeter. He had an outstanding game, guys.
Detroit got off to a rough start, but they picked up that level of physicality in the second quarter.
You just want everybody to know you said that
yeah,
first start the game.
Did.
You feel better about that?
They heard me.
They heard you?
They heard me.
Okay.
Things getting a little chippy early right here. Cade Cunningham, showing his leadership skills, comes out there and breaks it up for them.
That was impressive to me. Know your guys, know the values, know the moment. And for him to understand that, hey, a young fella, I need you, and being a young fella himself, that's impressive.
That was Brunson with the step back three. Then you've got Cat through defenders, finishes with the layup. New York up 42-30 at that point. But then Detroit would go on an 11-2 run. You've got a Tim Hardaway Jr. three. You've got Tobias Harris, who was electric in that second quarter.
Start playing more with pace, pushing the ball, not playing half court.
The atmosphere is crazy right now. So, you had to imagine at some point.
1 o'clock on a Sunday.
At some point, they were going to get going. A shot goes in, a tough play, and the place was going to erupt, and it did.
They took that momentum from the final couple minutes of the second, way into the third. They were able to outscore New York in that third quarter.
Hey, watch your head. Hey, watch your head.
Detroit now up by 1 after that Cade Cunningham dunk. Brunson makes the three. Back in New York's favor after that. And then Jalen Brunson, this is when he went down with that right ankle injury, which would lead to that Cade Cunningham two-handed dunk. Jalen Brunson couldn't even stand. He couldn't even put weight on it. He goes back to the locker room for the rest of the third quarter.
They put that vibranium on him. They put that vibranium on him.
They fixed him up right because he did come back out in the fourth quarter, and he went to town. Here in the fourth, things were really close throughout this entire 12 minutes. You've got Cade Cunningham, got Malik Beasley with that spot up three.
At that point, it felt like Detroit's not winning. They're not losing this game.
They're up 79-68.
But that vibranium came out. Whatever Cade Smith taped up.
He hits the floater on that one. Then this three-pointer would tie the game up at 84 apiece. Cade doing on the other end. Once again, just two most elite guards in this postseason going head-to-head. Karl Anthony Towns. Is this going to be the best shot of...
This would be the best shot of the night, for
For
sure.
the day, for sure. Has to be.
Yeah.
And then he
followed
hits
up
that
back-to-back
three.
with that one. I mean, that's big.
And this was the final possession for the Pistons to try and win it. Cade misses that shot. And then Tim Hardaway Jr. potentially with contact.
He was specific about that one. There was contact on that shot.
All in all, New York, they hang on. They get the win 94-93. Now up 3-1 in the series. Obviously, JB Bickerstaff not happy with that final no call on Tim Hardaway Jr.
He's stepping up, and the game is slowing down for him. He plays with a natural pace that you can't really coach. The way he sees the court, his size, 6'6", 6'7", he doesn't play little. He plays like a big guard, and he uses that, his ability to attack, floats off the glass. He can put you in the basket. He can shoot over you. He's a facilitator. I mean, he's just doing everything out there. He's showcasing who he can be. His biggest thing right now is just understanding, value in the possession and taking care of that basketball. But other than that, I mean, he's one of the best in the league right now at his position. I mean, he's playing a great brand of basketball. He's got Detroit in a situation they haven't been in a long time.
I'd like to see him get a little bit more help, but he's a three-level scorer. Obviously didn't shoot the ball well from three, but can get downhill at any point in time. Got a great mid-range game, can post up smaller guards. I love his activity defensively today. To get 4 blocks as well, but just got to find some help. More guys hit open shots, open up the floor spacing a lot better for him to operate, so he doesn't have to go in those tight spaces. That's where we see a lot of those turnovers coming from because it's floor spacing. So you can't expect that to change when Cade's going into the paint. But, yeah, a guy that drives the ball 9, 10, 12 times a game should be going into the free throw line a lot more. But they're allowing physical play on all sorts. So I think you got to, if you're benefiting on one end of the floor, you can't expect to benefit on the other end.
Yeah, and I mean, there's just other times where it's hard to referee. It's hard to officiate big guards that are explosive, that are dynamic, that can shift, turn, change directions and all that kind of stuff. And it's so hard right now to see who's actually engaging.
The Pistons have won at the Garden before. They're going to look to do it again on Tuesday, but that man right there helped get the Game 4 win for the Knicks.
Game 4 with Oklahoma City, the number 1 overall seed in the NBA postseason, with a chance to take care of business and close out the undermanned Grizzlies, with the winner of this series moving on to take on the winner between the Nuggets and the Clippers. SGA high on pass.
You see that with 8 minutes and 42 seconds into the third.
The Junior Hartstein to steal. 3-on-1 run out. Home to the rack. Nasty finish.
A single takeaway, what would you say?
Turnovers hurt the chances of winning.
79-75 Thunder. Shea back quickly. Down the lane, lays it up on Jackson. Spins it home and gets hammered by Jackson for an and one. And
SGA pulls it back and hits.
I thought we were really disruptive tonight. I thought we were really active. We played really hard and did a really nice job defensively, like I said, at the point of attack and to start the possessions.
Williams to the rack. Big shot for the Thunder.
They're a good team. They were a good team for all these games, and they had a lot of chances, a lot of moments, especially in these last 2 games, to capitalize on certain things. And you got to be able to do that to beat a team like this. So
straight up here, they don't have to foul. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back and buries it. SGA lethal for OKC.
And SGA throws up the deuces.
Knocked around, and it is over in Memphis. Boy, the Grizzlies fight hard, but Oklahoma City holds on and has eliminated the Grizzlies and complete the 4-game sweep. 117-115.
Sometimes it's good to be in a close game like this after being in a couple blowouts. Did this show how tight you are down the stretch as a team?
Yeah, this time of year, it's about winning. And no matter what it looks like, you take it. And that above all, no matter how I was performing or whatever, we were winning. And that's all that mattered. And that's why I was so relaxed. We were in a good spot. And we closed out the series tonight because of that.
It's going to be interesting now. OKC gets to just await who they will play in the next round after sweeping the Grizzlies. But today, in the first game on this Sunday, Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, and the New York Knicks get the win over Detroit. We'll hear more from these players next.